fall ballet to cocaine. You fall ballet to grind. You ease a shoulder to lean on. You ease a shoulder to cry.
What is going on, my YouTube fam? We are back again with another video. This is The Therapist by Chronic Law and AI Millie, y'all. This collab, I feel like it's gonna be fire. I'm excited. Let's get into it.
One. One love, one voice, therapeutic. Yo, Mac. Them a fuck all with soldier. Well, composure till the war is over. And don't call me an artist, tune. See me on party posters. Rifle in front, me my dick in a holster. Friends I red like logo for Scotia. Them a fuck all my soldier. We in a war without. Stuck in the darkness now. Me have a berry time I call it, bro. Me nah no love for me heart it, bro. Can't show them emotion. Can't trust the close one. Survival is in.
He said, can't trust, my heart is broke. Right? Yeah. Okay. We see the soldier vibe. He said, don't call him an artist just because you see him on the posters. Call him a soldier. And one thing about Chronic Law, his songs are always going to hit right here. You know what I mean? Even though he always talk about, you know, his heart is broken, this and that. But a lot of what he's saying resonates with so many people. Similar to AI Millie, who is very deep too. So let's see where this goes, y'all. I like the setup. Obviously, he's saying, call him a soldier. They have soldiers in the video.
So me and drive with the matic from Negril, go right back to Portland. Still wanna know my brother gone. Dog, these clothes will become a flag. A cool world make you grab a one. We are living life of a soldier with lot of scars. Lose lot of dogs. Long time me dey even chat a proper song. But from TVJ I bring what I want. And if you hear something ring I never clock alarm. Them a fuck all with soldier. All composure till the war is over. Too much pain me now want be sober. Too much pain upon my shoulders.
He said too much pain, he don't want to be sober. Too much pain on his shoulder. What he said? He said, and when you hear something ring, it's not a clock alarm. He's so, you know, quick with the lyrics, y'all. Him saying, you know, like too much pain, he doesn't want to be sober. I feel like AI Millie kind of talks about a lot of things like that in his songs. Am I talking too fast, y'all? Why are the words getting choppy? He talks about things like that in his songs too. That's why I'm super excited to see, like, you know, what he's gonna say on his end. But it's so sad to hear that sometimes, because this, you know, they're saying this for the music, but you know, there's always some truth to what you're saying in music and in anything. And I think, you know, these artists having so much, you know, going from one extreme to the next, but also still having all of the same issues, just like any other regular person, that's still a lot on your shoulder, especially because now in a lot of cases, they become the sole breadwinner in their family, in their friend groups and things like that. And that's a lot to take on.
I'm getting colder, I'm gonna lose it, me even know ya. Them a fuck all me soldier. Them a fuck all me do therapist. A couple soldier will match with mini sticks. You ever mix up pain with melodies? My friend dead left youths, them a for my kids. When she a fuck my you read Genesis. The world want fear, they are sorry reminisce. More no views ever vanquish enemies.
He said when she asked upon you read Genesis.
And I am a cousin, craving near could the sober my dog. You know how long me not sleep on my artists. My want live deep for keep me artist. Nintendo we I play with the cartridge. My heart gone, me not care with my losses. Cause my eyes a bitch on my black sheep. My work hard, walk it past me the Bensky. No know about nothing, so we fuck up any luxury. Scared couple current like dog speed. And life is no promise. Travel with the blick in a St. and Paris. Just a pray one day, so we reason a Paris. Malfunction, car water do damage. They so cold, some me feel like porridge. Yo, I tell Bash, she said the carnage have a polish. Cough, we kill people, no feel some soft. No funny move on the right from my clock. Tell immigration I visa more. Them a fuck call me soldier. Them a fuck call me soldier. World composure when the war is over. Them a fuck call me soldier. Walk with rifle and lean from my shoulders. Them a fuck call with soldier. Them a fuck call with the therapist.
I was gonna try to like do the drama or snap it. He ate that. 10 out of 10 AI Millie. Chronic Law too, but I feel like we already know what Chronic Law brings. We also know what AI Millie brings, but I wanted to see, you know, I was excited to see how AI Millie would bring it on this track with Chronic Law. So I was really listening, trying to dissect what he was saying. And, you know, he was saying immigration, he wants a visa, he's trying to make it to Paris, and talking about how Karma's a bitch and he blocked her. Right. And but just all those little things he said kind of all encapsulates the same vibe that Chronic Law gives too, with the, you know, life is hard, but we're just trying to make it. He said, AI Millie had said something not too long ago, literally just now, about not wanting to be famous. He just wants to live. And I feel like you can take that however you want to take that, but me personally, I'm taking it as, you know, even without the fame. And then he also said mixing pain and melodies together. So those three things. But the part about just wanting to live and not even being famous, I think everybody's always like, you know, the fame and the fortune part of it. The fortune part is what people want, you know? The fame kind of comes along with it sometimes, depending on what you do. But, you know, saying that he just wants to live, I feel like that's a lot of people's testament. And that could just be regular, like, just not having to live paycheck to paycheck. And then wanting the finer things in life doesn't mean you're what's the word, y'all? What's the word? It's not like you're trying to be bougie or whatever, but everybody should have the luxury to travel, to see the world, to buy nice things if you want to buy nice things, and to build a house, to buy a car. And it doesn't have to be the biggest brand. Just some people can't even afford to get a regular car, you know what I mean, and buy a regular house and take a trip to another state if they live in the States, or to another island if they live in an island, you know what I mean, or the luxury of coming to the States if you're not if you don't have your papers, things like that. So just, I think that was my interpretation of it. Maybe I took it too far, but that's what I thought.
Stuck in the darkness now. Me have a every time I call it, bro. Me nah no love for me heart it, bro. Can't show them emotion, can't trust the close one. Survival is important. So me a drive with the matic from Negril, go right back to Portland. Stuck in the darkness, bro. Man, I love got my heart deep, bro. Life is no promise. Travel with the blick in a cent and price. Voila, one voice. Mad. Yo, Mac.
Okay. Shout out DJ Mac. I like the sample they use. You must be famous. What's that from? What song is that? I like the sample. I enjoyed this, y'all. I'll definitely add this to my playlist. I like the fact that the soldier storyline was in there, depicting like how they feel and what they have, how strong they are like a soldier. But I'll give this a solid 10 out of 10. Reason being is because I like Chronic Law and I like AI Millie, but I also think that they favor each other in so many ways, and I think this was nice to hear them on a collab, and with a different tone of voice on each of them, but like the same message. You know what I mean? Obviously it would be the same message, it's the same song. But like, y'all get what I'm trying to say, right? Hopefully. And if I'm unclear, please tell me. But yeah, y'all, I don't want to drag it out too long because I feel like I said most of what I needed to say throughout the duration of the video. But 10 out of 10 for me. Shout out to Chronic Law, shout out to AI Millie, who is also super supportive of whenever I do a video, he'll repost it sometimes, which I super super duper appreciate. Really, really appreciate. But yeah, shout out Chronic Law, shout out DJ Mac. Yeah, 10 out of 10. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.